Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero mods. Today we have another revamp pack created by the homie Millennium. I'll be sure to have them links down below in the description. This time around, it's going to be the main character himself, Trunks' sword. Do you see that iconic, classic Super Saiyan aesthetic with the blue jacket from History of Trunks? Unfortunately, after Gohan's death, you know, the 3-year time skip, this is when he wore this specific outfit here. But man, everything about this character mod is very impressive. So you guys know in the original game how they kind of included the classic fluffy hair Super Saiyan for Goku. I say kind of because it's basically the same mold as the Z end, just without the added lines, the additional details. But you get the idea, right? We have the fluffy hair look. I feel like they should implement the aesthetic for Vegeta and Trunks as well, specifically the Android Saga Vegeta, because in the anime they had the fluffy hair aesthetic. It wasn't just Goku, but I get it, Goku's the main character, he receives all the cool treatments. But this is basically what the revamp mod pack does. It just makes things 10 out of 10 anime accurate. So we do have additional face, hair, and body models, new color themes or palettes, additional damage levels. So when we jump into the gameplay, when we receive damage, we'll have, you know, the different damage stages, right? And even additional outfits. Same for the base Trunks sword over here. So real quick, let's go through all the outfits. Of course, this is the iconic purple jacket when he went back to the past to give Goku the medicine. First appearance, and this is when he goes back to his timeline when he defeats that variation of Imperfect Cell, right, with Heat Dome Attack. He didn't necessarily have the sword, but that's totally fine. Then we have the tank top variation after the events of DBZ, you know, the main timeline with Goku, Vegeta, Trunks after Super Saiyan 2 defeated Perfect Cell. He goes back to his timeline and finally defeats Android 17 and 18, right? This is where he rocked the tank top. And then the blue jacket right here in the History of Trunks, again, after the 3-year time skip, after Gohan's unfortunate death, Future Gohan's. And then this one is going to be pretty much at the start of the History of Trunks TV special when Future Gohan was training Trunks, and then he eventually transformed into Super Saiyan 4 the very first time. The capsule tank top, this is from the end of Z saga, right, where he goes, I don't think he necessarily goes up against Gotenks. I don't think he fought in the tournament. It was more like this slideshow panel, so we didn't necessarily get to see too much, but I think he was sparring against Gotenk or Goten at the start of the end of Z special, right, or saga. So we're going to go ahead and display everything, I guess, go in chronological order. So right here with the Capsule Corporation outfit, going to be going up against Future Gohan himself. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it.
I'm ready! Seriously, I want you to hit me as hard as you can, Trunks. Right. I'll fight you with everything I have.
We're literally going down Trunks' history, starting things off with the training regimen. I feel like this setting, the stage, best suits this specific battle, just because I do remember when Trunks was charging, there was like this giant whirlpool beneath them. There's like water in the background, as well as the rocky environment. So I think this is where they trained. I mean, we only have 12 Sparking Zero stages in the first place, so I'm just trying my best to make things anime accurate over here. But we're going to be performing all the showdowns, starting things off with this training regimen, and we're going to be ending things off with the end of Z Trunks battle. Whoever he went up against, don't necessarily know. Again, I don't think he fought during the end of Z saga. Well, the sparring session. So yeah, we'll probably go up against adult Goten. Just download a separate mod. Whenever it comes to Millennium's revamped packs, it's just going to be the additional costumes, the model changes, the damage levels, right? The supers, ultimates, combo strings are all the same from the vanilla game. We have the Burning Storm, and this is not necessarily teenage Trunks, right? It's just the outfit, so it's still going to be Trunks' sword. Hey man, this is not fair. Trunks using a weapon and Gohan only has one arm. Come on now. Go ahead and transform.
Let's settle this.
Yeah, the fluffy hair look. There it is in all its glory. Weave. Oh, we have to end things off with the ultimates. Have to charge. Yeah, he's not messing around. Go on, Gohan, transform. Dude, is he mocking me? He's too strong. He literally just said he doesn't need to transform. Base form is strong enough for future Trunks. Oh, no. He's dealing damage. Well, actually, I'm actually just fine. 2 health bars. Shining sword attack.
It's over!
Perish the alternate timeline.
I'm a lot stronger now, don't you think, Gohan?
Gohan said it himself, don't hold back. So we got the job done. Let's go over to round 2.
You killed Gohan. I'll make you pay.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But if it's a fight you want, I'll take you on.
Probably the coolest Trunks right here after the 3-year time skip. Again, after Gohan's unfortunate demise. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Bojack Unbound Trunks with the long hair, cut off sleeves. You know, Trunks, he's like one of the cooler characters. You know, a lot of style for sure. But this blue jacket, I think this variation of Trunks was even playable in DBZ Kakarot, DLC 3, right? So cool how DBZ Kakarot is just like, in terms of it being very accurate, story-driven, extremely detailed. That game is just extremely top tier. Fortunately, we don't have this outfit in the base game, but going up against both Android 18 and 17, you know, before he went over to the past, do the super counters back-to-back. This is going to be a bit more accurate, right? Because he did, or was, wielding the sword at this point. Burning Storm! So we're going with the evening stage of the destroyed city, just because I believe when they first started to fight, it was daytime, right? But they were fighting for so long, the setting changed in the background. And I do remember that afternoon variation of the West City stage. Unfortunately, Trunks did not stand a chance, like how I'm not standing a chance right now. Oh, dude, this is bad because my health is literally gone, and I still have to try my best to defeat Android 17 over here. Okay, we have to transform. How about power up to the very limit first to get the ultimate attack, and then we'll transform. Oh, this is it. No! Oh, I used my ultimate attack. Wait, who's going to win? This is not necessarily going to be a clash, just because these attacks aren't clashable. Ooh, let's go! We are victorious. I don't need to transform. Y'all androids are weak. I've been panicking for no reason. Look at that battle damage. While I don't have a scratch on me. Pathetic. I'm the new threat around here. Transform!
Let's settle this.
Woohoo! I told y'all. Don't call me Future Trunks. From now on, call me Peak Trunks.
Take this. Watch out.
Dude, the androids are good with the super counters. Explosive wave. Okay, so I pretty much have an evasive. And you see the small attention to detail when we power up, how the hair gets a bit more golden. And same thing undergoing the sparking mode. Dude, the fast-paced combo strings into Shining Sword attack once again. Let's go. Dude, the alternate timeline. Will we actually prevail? Will we actually destroy the androids? I'm holding in there, not going to lie. Only have 2 centimeters of health left. Yeah, so rinse and repeats. Just keep using the ultimate and keep blocking over here just because not trying to go down. Trying to prevent all the incoming damage. Burning attack. If we can get a key clash, that would be great. Mach speed. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, he's not messing around. Hold this real quick. Oh, hold on. What was that kind of heat, though? Yeah, we got him right there. Dude, we can actually win this. Wait. Oh, he's zooming. He's zooming. Dude, the stage. Oh, we got the grab. Oh, dude, top tier plays only. He's key charging, so
Take
boom.
this!
Oh, dude, with the easy weaves. Yeah, the buildings in the background. It's like ruining the fight. The frames are dropping for sure. Step back. Yeah! We actually won that.
Your arrogance may someday be your undoing.
Round 3, Frieza's invasion. Have to go up against the weakling Frieza soldiers first, though.
Prepare to fight a real Super Saiyan.
His power level's only 5. Pitiful.
Unique dialogue, wow. This is literally my first time fighting the Frieza soldier while playing as Trunks, so I never knew that line existed. But when he transformed into Super Saiyan for the very first time after defeating all the Frieza henchmen, that was just cinema, man. Literally, he powered up and the corpses were literally flying away. Frieza, PTSD. You know, he literally thought of Goku when Trunks transformed, and then King Cold was just chilling in the background. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, this should be very easy over here. 3 against 1 at the end of the day. With my current skill, you know, I would be surprised if I defeat all 3 opponents. I'm losing to a Frieza soldier, man!
This will end it.
I don't want to transform against this character. Nah. Good thing he only has like 2 health bars. Gotta throw some Ki Blasts, break his ankles real quick. Y'all know the drill. Do I even need to use super attacks? No, I don't actually. Basic combo strings are enough. Frieza, show yourself. Look at him. Metal Frieza. Go on, use Supernova. I'll go ahead and deflect that with ease. You know what's unfortunate? We can't super perception ultimate attacks. That would be so cool. We can only use super perception, basic supers, and energy waves, right? You want to see a real Super Saiyan Frieza? Check this out.
Let's settle this.
Look at him. Oh, with the clash. Oh, wait, who won this one? I lost. It is what it is. No, into Supernova. He's actually using it. My only chance to evade is to snap vanish. Oh, I'm too good at the game. I'm too good. Yo, with the easy weaves. Oh, anime accuracy over here. Hold this. Style points. Boom. Yeah, we have to use that again. Wasn't strong enough at the moment. He had like all his health bars. Burning heat. Wait, what is that? That better be a power boost. Oh, wait. The additional damage into burning attack. Please don't destroy him. Oh, I destroyed him. No, I wanted to use the ultimate. Hey, at least we used it once, right? So that's fine. Y'all remember that scene though? Frieza. Frieza looked up. Huh? Burning attack. And then Frieza dodged it. You know, have to give credit where credit is due. That was a pretty epic dodge. But nope, that was all according to Trunks' plan. Shining Sword attack. Hold all the slashes. You don't know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. The combo variation of Shining Sword attack. We don't need to use the ultimate. Once again with Sparking mode. Dude, King Cold over there just wanted to see the weapon. Like, why, man? You're not worthy to wield the sword. Tapion's sword? The brave sword? Come on now. Nah. Hold this. Oh, with the evasive.
Take
this. We dodged his evasive quite literally. Oh, all right. He fighting back. He fighting back for real. You know what's crazy? That's the Dragon Ball Super Broly variation of King Cold, right? The retcon variation. Go ahead and guard that. This is not necessarily the DBZ King Cold, right? Nice with the super counters. Oh, wait, this could be bad. This could be bad. Weave. Oh, no, wait. No, what the heck, Frieza? I just destroyed you. How is this even possible? Oh, hold on. Oh, what the the battle damage, though? Are you seeing this? He Trunks? Bro, hold on. We have to pause real quick. Bojack Unbound, right? With the long hair and the cut-off sleeves? That's like the coolest Trunks in my personal opinion. But now we kind of have a little bit of that for the OG Z Trunks right here with the sword and the short haircut. Now with the cut-off sleeves, dude. Literally 20 out of 20 with the power-up. Nah, we have to land this ultimate. Look at him, dude. This is why Trunks is the main character. Oh,
This is it!
oh no, man. I fumbled the last second. At least we won. We are victorious.
I already have a father!
Look at this design. Millennium. Talented modder. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. The hair model, the classic fluffy look, the torn up tank top, the short sleeves for the jacket. That's so cool. Yeah, I have to start taking even more damage when we showcase the upcoming outfit variants, just because they could be just as cool as this one right here. Let's go up to the next fight. Y'all already know we have to go up against Yardrag Goku.
Goku, if I can't change my future, maybe we can save the past. Yeah! With everything you told me, I'll fight to save our future.
That's the spirit. That's what I like to hear. That's why I traveled back to the past. I knew Bulma was right about you with all the stories that she's been telling me. Yeah, wait, too strong, too strong. But dude, go back and rewatch the Trunks versus Yardrag Goku. When Trunks transformed, right? Listen to the sound design behind everything and just the effects. It literally like one of the coolest Super Saiyan transformations. I mean, don't get me wrong, when made Goku transformed in front of Dr. Gero and Android 19, that was literally like the best transformation. All right, he fighting back, so we have to transform. Oh, my health is gone. Wait, dude, I'm not the android I warned you about, Goku. I'm still the same person. Hold on, we have to lock in. Ah! He did not give me a chance. Nah, you messed up now, Goku. I'm starting in Super Saiyan form. And even the color theme over the hair, you see how it's more of that pale look to it, not necessarily bright golden. This is the true classic vibe, man. And again, they did try to do that for Sparking Zero Goku, but the hair, the mold, it looks like the other Super Saiyan Goku Z End, right? Just without the lines. The color is not necessarily that pale. I mean, they definitely did their best, don't get me wrong, but mods, yeah, this is where it's at, for real. Oh, the angry Kamehameha. Worthless! Who are you aiming at?
How about this? Dang it! This!
Easy damage right there. I can't believe we actually broke his ankles. Oh yeah, dude. There needs to be a modded Yardrag Goku where he has some sort of counter where he blocks everything with his just one hand. Y'all remember that? Dude, the same slices that defeated Metal Frieza did nothing to Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this guy. He's utilizing all the counters, the perceptions. Swoop them legs, get that grab. He attack. Oh, dude. Whoa. This is literally like a pro Evo player over here.
Stop messing around.
Brave Heat.
All right.
What are you going to do? Whatever you use, I'll respond. Let's try to get this clash. I want to use burning attack. All right, I guess he just wants to throw hands. I respect that. Now he goes for the energy wave.
You
What the?
Dude, I evaded that. I saw the snap vanish. Foul play, foul play. Oh, once again with the destroyed battle variant. Yeah. Whoa. Can I actually not defeat Goku over here?
If you've got time, you want to keep training with me?
The 5th Showdown. going down Trunks' history. This is, of course, after the main timeline. You know, he trained in the Room of Spirit and Time. Goku got that Super Saiyan Grade 4 transformation. Gohan with Super Saiyan 2 defeats Perfect Cell, right? Trunks goes back to his timeline and he can now defeat the androids with ease. Did he even need to transform into Super Saiyan? Hey, I get why. I mean, obviously, you know, he just wanted to destroy the androids for good, right? But you guys remember that one scene where Trunks punches, I think it was Android 18, right? He just punches her in the face, and then his arm, dude, his arm, man. That scene was just hilarious as heck. No more. This is for Gohan!
Let's go! Finish Buster!
Yeah! Didn't necessarily do that much damage, but you know what would be cool? With each... Oh, dude, with the key charge! Just with the pressure of the key, we deflected all of her energy blasts! Dude, you are nothing! Actual garbage! Ow, she's fighting back. She did not like that, but hey, I'm still in my base form.
You ready?
Let me respawn real quick. Right back at you. We got some damage right there. Power up to the very limits. Transform.
Let's settle this.
So we still have some of the revamp properties, right? With the golden hair when we charge the model. But the hair, of course, still have that pale look. But the model itself is going to be from the vanilla game, right? This is how original Trunks sword looks. With the hair is a bit more spiky. It's not necessarily fluffy. So even with the mod pack, Millennium decided to still include this just because during this time period, Trunks didn't necessarily have that fluffy Super Saiyan aesthetic anymore, right? It looked a little bit more like this. So everything about the revamp pack, again, using a lot of the base Sparking Zero assets, just combining both worlds, anime accuracy, you know what I'm talking about? So all the different outfits, they have their own unique properties, whether it's the damage levels, the hair, right?
How about this? Take that!
I feel like in the original game, we should get more outfits. I mean, that's obvious, right? They, I think, only given us like 2 outfits. The Red Ribbon outfit for Piccolo and a different costume for Mini Goku, which is the same costume, just an alternate skill attack. But we need to see more of those for all of these characters, because imagine if, you know, the blue jacket from History of Trunks was in the tank top. What if that switches one of the attacks, right? Change the future. We don't necessarily have that technique. You know what I'm talking about? The point blank energy blast, how Trunks just literally dismantled Android 18. I'm almost down. So we'll go ahead and just do this basic combo into Burning Storm and follow up with Burning Attack. We're using all the burning techniques. Burning Hearts. Oh, time to finish it. You just took the words right out of my mouth.
It's over.
Oh, nice guard. I'll give you that. And easy. There's still one more threat. The future's not saved just yet. That kind of rhymed. Hold on now. Yeah, again, didn't necessarily have the sword during this fight here, but it is what it is. So, the History of Trunks, right? Imperfect Cell destroys Trunks, steals his timeline, goes back to the past, right? And that's where that cell came from, if you guys didn't know. Because the cell in the main original Dragon Ball Z timeline, he's still in that incubator, right? Underneath Dr. Jiro's lab. They go over there to destroy Cell. And now we go back to our main timeline, this one right here. And Cell tries to destroy Trunks again, but he just can't do it. He can't do it. I mean, Cell even knows himself that he reached his perfect form. Well, the other Cell does, right? So he knows that. He's like, ah, yes, I see that this happened already, or whatever. And Trunks is like, yes, you're very powerful. That's why this is going to be your last breath. Heat Dome Attack! Again, with the Sand armor, would have been cool if we got the Heat Dome Attack. Or, you guys know Trunks Melee, the one that's already in the game. obviously he has the attack, but it's the wrong haircut, right? It's a long haircut one. So I feel like there should be this short haircut Trunks for that Trunks melee before we can recreate this fight right here without the sword. That would be kind of cool.
Let's settle this
Once and for all. This is it. Your demise. Oh, wait. He's actually spamming the energy wave. So maybe we can use burning attack. It will be easier to land just because it's a cinematic move, right? It's not necessarily chargeable. So the cutscene will help us land it with ease. Go on, Cell. Come on. You don't have enough health to fight back. What are you, crazy? Just use Kamehameha, the technique you stole. Or Dr. Gero, you know, implemented all the different cells from the Z fighters. When you think about it, Cell is the ultimate being, because since he has the Saiyan cells, the C cells or S cells, whatever they're called, right, from Dragon Ball Super, I think that's what they called it. He could literally keep on training, right? He'll increase in strength, and when he loses or, you know, gets completely obliterated, then he'll just get that Zenkai power boost. So he can literally receive all the transformations in the world. Blue Cell, Golden Cell, whatever, right? He is him. I tried to buy some time. It seems like he's not using Kamehameha, so we'll just end this. Nice. The counter or perception, it's actually very even right now. Yeah. Not that fancy, but it is what it is. If I'm remembering correctly, I think they sparred a little bit in front of Goku's house, right? Massive thanks to the stages that we have here. I'll be sure to have the stages linked down below in the description as well. Mods are just peak, man. They'll always be epic just because we get to recreate all these epic showdowns. We won that one. Easy. Hold all this real quick. Not entirely sure if he's going to transform, but hopefully he does, just to make things interesting over here. Yeah! Dude, end of Z Trunks? How strong is he, man? Stronger than DBS Trunks, I'm assuming, right? Just because end of Z does take place after the Dragon Ball Super timeline, right? So technically, he can transform into Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan Rage. We don't necessarily have that for this mod here. DBZ Kakarot, going back to that video game real quick. How we actually got to play the Majin Buu saga, you know, with Trunks, right? We got to see his timeline variation. Supreme Kai, you know, they appeared out of nowhere. Kibito as well. They told Trunks about the threat. And then they took Trunks over to the other world. He pulled out the Z sword, right? And then he even got to train with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you know, kind of like an after image type of training. Supreme Kai did all that for him. And he even wore the Supreme Kai fit, right? Oh, we have to see that as well. But is that's technically canon, right? Even though we didn't necessarily get to see it in Dragon Ball Z or even Dragon Ball Super. I know we got the flashbacks in Super, right? Trunks defeating Deborah, Babidi, all that cool stuff. Anyway, this is it for today's video. Again, big thanks to Millennium for creating this revamped Trunks with additional outfits, the battle damage variants, the fluffy hair for some of the presets. Very epic stuff. Thank you guys so much for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!